It is a fucking mess, I'm telling you. The origin. Oh boy. So, according to George Adamski, they are the Pleiadians from Pleiades, which is nicknamed Messier 45 after the French astronomer Charles Messier, who discovered it in 1769. But also there is Hans Horbiger's theory of world ice theory, how the Earth, no, not the Earth, the Earth had many moons and made of ice, and one of them crashed into Earth in the prehistoric period. There's an article, I'll link it in the description. But anyways, this ice moon crashed into the Earth, caused a flood, an ice age, and also containing humans, which are divine sperma. A Dutch historian or scholar, Herman Wirth, uh, might have wrote a book called The Palestina Butch, comparing it to the Oera Linda book. The Oera Linda book talks about uh, a lost civilization in the Atlantic, which originates the Aryans came from Atlantis. On Wikipedia, no, not Wikipedia. Wayback Machine. I'll link it. Page 107 out of 298. That's where shit goes down. So a place called Old Land or Atland. I wonder why. What's its nickname? Ooh, where could that be? Sunk in 2194 BC. Then 101 years later, after 101 years after the submersion of Old Land, a people came out of the east. So some people escaped the flood and sailed eastwards towards what is now Europe, and discovered in 2092 BC, they discovered Twistland. But two groups had a falling out, so one went further north into Schoonland. In page 109, line 11 to 12, it says, the other came in the back of our Schoonland, which was thinly inhabited, but particularly the upper part. So they must be talking about pushing the Uralic Sami people more to the east. Anyways, page 111, line 24 mentions a king named Steric, and he has three nephews, the oldest being Woden, and then there's Tunis and Inca. They lived in Lumkamakia near the Heimud in Oostflyland. All three were trying to sail to Denmark, but the wind fucked up a little and ended up in Zealand. So they took it anyways, fucking over the Finns and the Magyars. We are now on page 115, line 9. His reign lasted 7 years, and then he disappeared. The Magi said that he was taken up by their god and still reigned over us, but our people laughed at what they said. So Woden is now in Valhalla. So for those who are into Norse mythology, the god of the Norse is called Ralder. Page 25, line 4. Ralder, or Ralder's spirit, is the only eternal, unchangeable, perfect, and almighty being. Ralder has created everything. So he is pretty much god of all this. And he also created Mother Nature. Same page, line 4. First the beginning, then time, and afterwards Eartha, the earth. Eartha bore 3 daughters, Lyda, Finda, and Freya, the mothers of the 3 distinct races, black, yellow, white, Africa, Asia, Europe. Woden did have a child with a Magyar, I think. And the child was crowned as king. But what about Tunis and Inca? In page 117, Tunis wanted to go back to Denmark, but ended up in Caddock. But some guy named Tuntia wouldn't allow him to stay, so Tunis wanted to go to Egypt instead. But Inca thought Atlant became an island. They both had some Finns and Magyars, and they both went their own separate way. That's all I'm reading. Let's talk about Miguel Serrano. He believed that the Hyperboreans left Hyperborea and they went down to take refuge somewhere more southern. They took refuge in the Gobi Desert. You know where that is? It's in East Asia. You know what else is in East Asia? Tibet. Oh, what a coincidence. Oh, anyways, there's also something about Miguel, something to do with the black sun and a green ray. I don't know what that's about. I really don't. But there's something interesting. It's not just Nazi Germany. It's just Germany. Like, there's quite a lot of Eastern influences. Like Nietzsche's Übermensch was influenced by Zoroastra, and there's also some Eastern influence in Schopenhauer's philosophy. And Serrano does mention something about a Kali Yuga, a four circle, something to do with Indian religion. The video is nearly over, so I'm gonna end it with talking about Vril. The powers of Vril include the ability to heal, change, and destroy things and beings. But what does it have to do with the UFO? Well, apparently aliens from Aldebaran were communicating on how to build a spaceship to a woman, and that woman being Maria Orsic. I think I will end it here. Thank you all for watching. This was pretty fun. This was interesting. I need to find something new to talk about. Anyway, goodbye.